guys, good afternoon. How are you doing today? Are you ready for the first class for this semester? Hello, hello.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Hello, Mr.
Good afternoon,
Good
teacher.
afternoon. How are you? Are you ready? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect.
Yes, teacher. I'm ready.
That's awesome, right? Okay, so guys, we're going to start today with some, we can say rules, you know them, but we're going to review or check some of them. Also, we're going to talk about the evaluations that you're going to do, some dates also, and we're going to make a little review about simple present, present continuous, and also the simple past. Okay, so let's start with the first thing that we are going to discuss today. That is about the evaluations. Okay, so can you see the screen that I'm sharing? Yes? There you have it, evaluations. Can you see that? Okay, nice, Mr. Romin. So, there you have the evaluations. You know that we are going to do 3 evaluations for each module, right? Remember, we're going to have 4 modules, and also we're going to do 3 evaluations each module, right? And here we have the first one. Activity 1, you know, you have the 25%. We can do a quiz, a reading comprehension, a listening comprehension, right? Also, we have the activity 2, the 35%. We can do also a quiz, right? Or maybe a reading or listening comprehension, or we can do like a video or a presentation about a topic. That would be maybe your 35%. Also, we have the third activity, the 40%. And we can do an oral test, a presentation, also a quiz, maybe it will be, right? So, here we have the evaluations. I don't know if you have questions about them. No? Questions? Mr. Jordan, do you have questions? Is everything okay? Remember that you are in third level today, right? So, no Spanish. It's loud. So we'll speak just English. Okay? I will say this in Spanish in order to understand better this. Recuerden, jóvenes, iniciamos nivel 3, intermedio. Entonces, ya olvidémonos del español, tratemos de utilizar el vocabulario, los verbos, la gramática que hemos aprendido estos 2 ciclos anteriores, ¿verdad? Por supuesto vamos a tener temas nuevos que son un poco más complejos, ¿verdad? Que todos los temas anteriores. Por lo tanto, les pido que participen, que estén pendientes de la clase y por supuesto traten de hablar inglés lo más que puedan. Recuerden, ya es el último nivel, no es avanzado, pero ustedes ya tienen pues muchas bases. De hecho, ya son 2 ciclos que han estado en clase, entonces pues creería yo que ya tienen bases suficientes al menos para estar participando durante la clase, ¿verdad? Entonces, jóvenes, ahí tienen las 3 evaluaciones. Ya saben ustedes la dinámica. Si no hace evaluaciones, no tiene nota. no aprueba el curso, etcétera, etcétera. Entonces, igual, si usted no va a poder estar pendiente, digamos, de la clase, puede ir y ver el video siempre en el sitio, ¿verdad? No sé si tienen preguntas por el momento. ¿No hay preguntas, Mr. Osmin? Mr. Mario?
No questions.
No questions. Okay, you don't have any problem, okay. Mr. Mario, do you have questions? No questions, okay. That's good. Excellent. So, let's continue, guys. Also, here you have some dates. I will say this in Spanish also. Recuerden que son 4 módulos. Acá tenemos fechas estimadas en las que estaríamos realizando la última evaluación de cada módulo. Recuerden que previo a esta fecha siempre realizamos las otras 2 evaluaciones, ¿verdad? Entonces, igual, pueden estar sujetas a cambio. Recuerden que, bueno, a veces no hay clase, a veces se presenta algo, entonces tenemos que mover las fechas de evaluaciones, pero por el momento acá tenemos estas fechas. Recuerden que lastimosamente solo vamos a tener un día de clase, por lo tanto pues vamos a estar un poquito más de tiempo que el ciclo pasado en la clase, ¿verdad? Conectados. Y igual, si en algún momento usted no puede ver o estar, perdón, en clase, puede ver la clase grabada, ¿verdad? En el sitio, siempre y cuando, pues recuerden que es un proceso y pues no está automáticamente la clase, ¿verdad? Bueno, ustedes ya saben esto. Bueno, acá tenemos los 4 módulos y aquí están las fechas en las que posiblemente estemos realizando la última evaluación de cada módulo, ¿verdad? Recuerden que son 3 evaluaciones por módulo. Duración del curso también, ¿verdad? El primer módulo lo iniciamos el día de ahora, 18 de julio, y lo terminaríamos el 19 de agosto. El primer módulo. El segundo módulo del 22 de agosto al 23 de septiembre. El módulo 3 del 26 de septiembre al 28 de octubre. Y el último módulo del 31 de octubre al 25 de noviembre. Entonces, esos serían los 4 módulos que nosotros, pues, ustedes ya saben, siempre realizamos durante el ciclo. No sé si tienen preguntas hasta el momento. ¿No? No questions at all? ¿Me preguntas, Marjorie?
No question, teacher.
No questions. Perfect. Bueno, igual jóvenes, ustedes ya saben las reglas de la clase, ¿verdad? ¿Cuál sería una regla bien importante, Mr. Osmin, que tenemos que tomar en cuenta en la clase? Which would be one?
Levantar la mano para poder opinar, defender.
Ok.
Respetar la opinión de los demás compañeros. Respeto al maestro.
Excelente. Muy bien, Mr. Osmin. Recuerden, cuando ustedes tienen dudas, preguntas o voluntariamente, que les cuesta, pero espero yo que este ciclo sí, quieran opinar, ¿verdad?, sobre un tema, recuerden siempre levantar su mano, ¿verdad? Es igual, cuenta la participación. El respeto, gracias a Dios, no hemos tenido como problemas en el caso de ustedes, ¿verdad? Que se hayan faltado el respeto, que utilicen el chat para ofenderse, etcétera, etcétera. Pero igual tengan en cuenta que deben respetarse, ¿verdad? Tanto entre ustedes como compañeros y también respeto hacia mí, ¿verdad? ¿Qué otra regla importante podemos utilizar dentro de la clase, Jeffrey? ¿Cuál sería otra? Diferente a la que dijo Mr. Osmin. Which would be?
El link de clase. No compartir el link de la clase.
No compartir el link de la clase. That's a good one, Jeffrey. Recuerden esto. Bueno, de hecho, son pocos los que están en este nivel ya. Creería que son como 11 estudiantes. Igual, son los que están en el grupo de WhatsApp, pero no compartan el link. Creo que no sé quiénes estuvieron en una ocasión, creo que algunos de ustedes, que una persona estuvo compartiendo el link a otros compañeros que no eran parte del grupo ni de la clase y comenzaron a hacer desorden enviando cosas en el chat de Meet, etcétera, etcétera. Entonces, no compartan el link, ¿verdad? Ustedes son los que están inscritos, son los que están en clase, entonces no compartan el link. ¿Cuál otra regla podría ser importante, Mr. Mario? Han metido una muy importante, de hecho. ¿Cuál sería?
Only speak English.
That's perfect. Only speak English. That's an amazing one, Mr. Mario. You are learning English, that's why you must speak in English. Try to do it. Just try it. And also, Mr. Mario, I will add another one. Participate in class. Please participate. You know you can do that also. So, participate and do it in English. If you can unmute your microphone, write your opinion in the chat. That would be amazing. In that way, you're going to learn a lot of things, right? So, that is an amazing one, Mr. Mario. Only speak English. Try, you can do it. I know that you can't, okay? So, thank you, Mr. Mario. That's a good one, right? Bien. Creería que con los reglamentos, evaluaciones y la duración del ciclo, pues estamos bien. Recuerden que siempre vamos a estar utilizando Google Chat, así que espero que la mayoría esté en Google Chat y que no hayan borrado la aplicación, que siempre lo vamos a utilizar, ¿verdad? I don't know, do you have questions? ¿No? ¿Estamos bien hasta el momento, jóvenes? ¿Nos cambiamos a inglés ahorita? Okay, let's switch to English, right? So, here you have a motivation. So, who wants to read this? Who wants to read this? Any volunteer? Just raise your hand and read that. Who wants to? Try it. Yes, Mr. Jordi, maybe? Do you want to read this? No? Okay, go ahead. That's great. Read it.
Teachers can open the door, but you must enter yourself.
Perfect. Teachers can open the door, but you must enter it yourself. What do you think about this motivation or this quote, Mr. Jordi? What do you think about that? What is your opinion about this? Teachers can open the door, but you must enter it yourself. Which would be your opinion about that one, Mr. Jordi? Tell me, which could be? I guess you're thinking, Mr. Jordi, about that. What about you, Mr. Osmin? What is your opinion about that one?
Okay, in my case,
Yes.
it's a none.
Just read it again, Mr. Osmin. Teachers can open it, okay? Uh-huh.
Here, open the door, but you must enter it yourself.
Uh-huh. Chinese proverb. So, which could be the meaning of that one, Mr. Osmin? Mr. Jordi says we have to make an effort. Okay, that would be great, right? So, I will try to explain you this. Okay, teachers can open the door for you. Here I am teaching you a class, right? And opening the door for you, right? But it says you must enter it yourself. What's happening here? I can open the door for you, but if you don't want to enter, but if you don't want to learn English, but if you don't want to participate, you're not going to learn. But I give you the opportunity. But it depends of you to come in, right? To participate, to share your opinion, to learn English, right? So you can take that into account. So teachers can open the door. I give you the opportunity to be in the class. So you have to take advantage of that and try to participate, to learn, right? To share information with your classmates, with me, right? So remember this, teachers can open the door, but you must enter yourself, okay? That's good. So take it into account, guys. So let's start. First thing first, let's make a review about simple present and also present continuous. Do you remember something? You must remember about that, but do you remember something about simple present? Do you remember that? Mr. Mario, do you remember something about the simple present? No? Or just tell me a sentence using simple present, Mr. Mario Chavarria. A sentence, which could be simple present.
I want to learn English.
Excellent, that's a good one. I want to learn English. Simple present, right? So that is an affirmative sentence in simple present, right? What about one in present continuous, Mr. Ming? Which could be present continuous? An example. Present continuous or present progressive, that is almost the same.
Okay.
Okay?
Present continuous.
Yes, present continuous, an activity that you are doing at that moment that you are speaking.
I am trying.
I am trying.
This is an example.
Yeah, I am trying. Maybe you can say I am trying to learn English. That would be. I am speaking in English, right? Or I am listening to music right now. So that is present continuous. Okay, so let's do a review about that. Here you have simple present, affirmative. First, you're going to have the subject, the verb, and the complement. For example, my mother cooks delicious food. Remember, in simple present, when you have third person singular, he, she, and it, you are going to add s, es, or you're going to change the y to ies, right? Because you're using third person singular, he, she, or it. So in this case, my mother cooks delicious food. And this is an affirmative sentence. You're going to add the s, right? Or you can say the s or the is or only the es, right? When you have an affirmative sentence, right? Also, you can say they play soccer very well. That would be another one, right? So in this case, you're using they. That's why you're not going to use the s here. Just with third person singular, right? So, what about the negative form? First of all, you're going to have the subject, do or does. It depends of the subject that you have there, right? Plus the word not, plus the verb, and also the complement. For example, Rose doesn't play soccer. What happened here? You have Rose. If you want to change or to substitute that, right, you can add she, right? That is third person. That's why you're going to use doesn't or does not. That is almost the same. And remember, you don't need to add s. No, because you're using the auxiliary does here, right? My friend and his wife don't live near here. That's another one, right? My friend and his wife don't live near here, right? So that would be another example, and there you're using don't, right? My friend and his wife don't live near here. What about just no question? First, does, doesn't, plus the subject, plus the verb, plus complement, and also the question mark. Examples. Does your mother work on Saturday? That's question, just no question. So first, the auxiliary does, because you're talking about your mother, third person singular, the verb in the base form. You don't need the s here, no. Complement and question mark, right? So, if you want to answer that question in an affirmative way, you can say yes, she does, or no, she doesn't, right? Also, we can have WH questions. Remember, this is just a review, guys. You know this information. So, WH word, which, when, who, where, etc., right? Also, do and does. Plus the subject, the verb, plus the complement, and don't forget the question mark. Yes? For example, where do you work? This is a good one. Here you have the WH word, where, the auxiliary, do in this case, because you have you here, the verb, and also the question mark. Where do you work? Remember that this is a WH question, so you should or you must answer this completely. So you can say, I work in front of the hospital. That way. Or I work near my house. Or I work in a business company. Would be, right? So there you have the simple present. I don't know if you have questions. Is everything clear? Yes or no? Or do you have questions about the simple present? No? Do you have questions, Marjorie? Is everything clear? No questions?
No question, teacher.
Perfect. That's amazing. Let's continue. This is simple present. What about present continuous? Let's see. Present continuous. Affirmative. First of all, you're going to have the subject plus the verb be. Then you're going to have the main verb and you are going to add ing, right? Plus the complement. For example, my mother is cooking dinner. Look, which is your subject? My mother. Then you have the verb be, is. The main verb plus ing, cook, ing, right? Cooking. Then the complement, dinner. So my mother is cooking dinner. They are playing soccer. So remember, you're going to use the verb be. It depends of the subject that you have here. In this case, is because you have mother, that will be she, right? They also remember are, or we are, or you are, right? So he, she, and it is, right? I am. So it depends of the subject. Remember that. You know that, right? Negative. Subject, the verb be plus not, plus the verb or the main verb, we can say plus ing, plus the complement. Example, Rose is not playing soccer. So first you have the subject Rose, right? Or you can say she instead of Rose if you want. Is, right? Not also. That is the negative word there. The main verb with ing. So Rose is not playing soccer, right? Or also you can say my friend and his wife are not living in the city, right? So which is the subject, or which are the subjects there? My friend, and his wife. Oh, that's why you're using are. Then the negative word not, the main verb with ing, and the complement. My friend and his wife are not living in the city. Okay? Then just no questions. Also we can have just no questions with the present continuous. So first of all, you're going to have the verb be, then the subject, the main verb with ing, complement it. Don't forget the question mark at the end. So, is your mom working now? That's a question, just no question, right? First of all, is. Then you have the subject, your mother, the main verb with ing, the complement, and the question mark. Is your mother working now? So, you can answer yes, she is, or no, she isn't, right? That would be the answer for that one. What about WH questions? WH word plus the verb be plus subject plus verb or the main verb with ing plus the complement and the question mark. So, example, what are you doing right now? Oh, that's a common one, right? What are you doing right now in this moment? So you can say, I am working in the yard, I am listening to the class, I am paying attention, I am thinking, I am eating. There are many things that you can answer here, right? So what are you doing right now? That's a WH question, right? So you must answer that completely, right? So there you have the present continuous. Do you have questions about present continuous, Mr. Osmin? Or is everything clear?
So clear, teacher.
Perfect. Amazing. So I guess you are ready for the first exercise. So let me share the first exercise for you guys. Okay. So it says, make the present simple or simple present or present continuous. You're going to decide. It depends of the verb maybe or the expressions that you have at the end, right? For example, let's do the first one together. There you have you between parentheses, not, like, that will be the verb, and then you have chocolate at the end. So that is a negative one. But you should decide between simple present or present continuous. In this case, you have you, not like, but you don't have right now or now, so that would be a simple present tense. For example, you can say you don't like chocolate. And that would be the answer. This is simple present, right? What about the second one? Let's do the second one together. She not study at the moment, right? So there you have, look at this phrase, at the moment. You're going to use this phrase when you have present continuous, right? So, she not study at the moment. So you can say she isn't, or she is not, that will be the same, is not studying, right? At the moment. So, she isn't or she is not studying at the moment. So this is present continuous, right? So guys, I want you to work on them, right? So you're going to have around 5 minutes for you to work on those sentences, and then we're going to check them together. Remember, if you have questions, just raise your hand and I will help you, right? So try to use the correct form. Press simple present or present continuous in the following sentences, right? So you're going to have 5 minutes, okay? So work on them. Then we're going to check them together, okay? So go ahead, guys. Work on those sentences. Okay, guys, let's check the answers. Who wants to do the number 3? Which could be the answer for that one? We often. Remember, this is a frequency adverb, right? So we often what? To the cinema. Which could be simple present or present continuous? Which could be the answer? Yes?
We often
Going. Okay.
to el cinema.
Okay, in that case, Jeffrey, the thing is that you have often. And remember that often, that is a frequency adverb. Do you remember frequency adverb, right? So, in that case, oh my God. Okay, I'll move it here. So, when you have a frequency adverb, you're going to have usually, sometimes, often, hardly ever, right? So that is with, or you're going to use that with present simple or simple present. So in this case, Jeffrey, you should say we often go to the cinema, right? So that is simple present, right? Okay, what about this one? But that's okay, thank you, Jeffrey. What about the number 4? What about the number 4? He usually not do. You have another frequency adverb here, usually. So, which could be the answer for this one, Mr. Rahmi? Which could be? He usually, not do. Yes?
He usually does
Does what? Not, right? That is a negative. Does not what?
Is
Okay, so he usually does not, in this case, sorry, you can say doesn't or does not, the verb do his homework. So, simple present again, right? So, he usually, that is a frequency adverb, that is simple present, does not do, or you can say doesn't also, doesn't do. That would be the other option, right? So he usually does not do or doesn't do his homework, okay? What about the number 5? They, not it, rise every day. What do you think about this one? Also you have here, every day. So you should use what? Simple present or present continuous? Which could be that one? They, not it, rise. Every, yeah? Okay, they don't eat rice every day. Yes, Mr. Jordi. That would be the answer, right? They don't eat, right? In this case, you're going to use just that. They don't, right? Come on. They don't eat, right? Rice every day. Also, this is simple present, right? Nice, thank you. What about the number 6? We not study every night. That's another one. Every night. What do you think about that one? Simple present or present continuous? Marjorie, which should be the answer for that one? Yes, Mr. Jordi, we don't study every night. So that is simple present also, right? So we don't, right, study every night. That is the answer. And also this is simple present. Okay. What about this one? This is a question. Just no question. Spicy food. And you have here the subject, you, and the verb. This is a just no question. Which could be the answer for that one? Justin? Do you have that one? No? You like spicy food, and that is a just no question. Let's see. Do you like spicy food? Yes, Mr. Jordi, that's amazing. So there you have, do you, right? Do you like? That would be, do you like spicy food? This is a just no question, and that is simple present, right? So what about this one? She go to Scotland often. Oh, there you have another frequency adverb, often. So this is a yes, no question also. So which could be the answer for that one? Mr. Rosmin, do you have the answer?
And she,
Remember to use the auxiliary. Which could be the auxiliary there?
does, teacher.
Excellent. Does, and then the subject. Does she go? And the verb in the base form. Aha, excellent. So, does she go to Scotland often? And that is simple present also. Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Rosmin. What about the number 9? Oh, there you have another word here. Now. You have now, right now, at this moment. Remember that is present continuous. So this is a yes, no question. So you can say, is, right? Is he, and also the main verb with ing or plus ing, eating. So, is he eating now? That's a just no question, right? So, this is present continuous, right? What about 10? We to the cinema this weekend. That would be like a future thing, right? And remember that we can use the present continuous for future. So in this case, we can say we are going to the cinema this weekend, right? So we can use the present continuous there, right? So we are going to the cinema this week. Let's see 11. Also, you have there now. So, which could be the answer here? Mr. Mario Chavarria, they study now. Which could be the answer there? Are you there, Mr. Mario? No?
They are.
They are, they are what?
studying now.
Excellent. Perfect. They are studying now. That's amazing. That is present continuous. Perfect. They are studying now. Here you have now. Excellent, Mr. Mario. And the last one. I clean the kitchen. Also, you have here what? Every day. Look. Every day you have here. Every night. So, which could be the answer for that one? I just clean, right? The same. I clean the kitchen every day. Right? Do you have questions? Do you have questions about simple present or present continuous? Is it clear for you this? No questions? No, Justin. Okay, that's good. Do you have questions, Mr. Ormin? No?
No, teacher.
Okay, that's good. That's perfect. So, if you don't have questions, let's do another activity. I will share this with you. So, I will show you a picture. In the picture, you're going to find many people there doing different activities, right? So, you're going to look at the picture. I will ask you for some numbers, not all the numbers, right? So, you have to write down what are they doing in the picture, right? You're going to use present continuous, right? So, for example, let me share that. Share that with you. Okay, there you have it. There you have these guys. So, what do you think the first person, the number one, is doing? What is he doing, guys? Cutting the grass? Oh, that's good.
You said driving.
You can also say he is driving, right? So you are going to write down here in the chat, he is driving. Or you can say like Mr. Jordi, he is cutting, right? Cutting the grass. That's good, right? So you're going to write sentences about the things that they are doing in this case, right? So you're going to write the sentences here in the chat, okay? For example, that is the number one, right? He is driving, or he is cutting the grass, right? So you're going to write down the sentences. Use the numbers that you have there. The number 2, what are they doing? The number 3, what are they doing? The number 4, what is he doing? Number 5, what are they doing? Etc. Right? So, write sentences using that picture, right? Follow the examples that you have here. He is driving or he is cutting the grass, right? You're going to have 5 minutes for you to write down sentences about that picture, right? So follow the example. You can say number 1, he is driving, right? And continue. Number 2, what are they doing? Maybe you can say they are climbing, right? So continue with that one. You're going to have 5 minutes. Write down the sentences here in the in the chat, okay? Look at the picture, look at the numbers, and write down the sentence, okay? So guys, work. Go ahead. And if you have questions, raise your hand and I will try to help you as soon as possible, okay? Work. 5 minutes. Use the chat, okay? Go ahead. Number 3, they are playing tennis. Let's see. Let's look at the picture. Excellent. They are playing tennis. Don't forget, Marjorie, to write down the capital letter at the beginning, right? That's good. Number 4, you are listening to music. Excellent. That's good. Mr. Jordi says they are playing tennis. That's good. He is listening to music. That's perfect. Number 5, let's see. They are looking at the flowers. That's a good option. And don't forget, Mr. Jordi, to write capital letter at the beginning of the sentence. So they are looking at the flowers, right? 6, let's see, he is playing. You can say he's playing, or he's sailing a ship, or he's playing with a sheep, maybe. That'll be good. Yeah, that's good, Mr. Jordi. Number 7, he's feeding the ducks. Amazing. That's good. He's feeding the ducks. That's good. Number 8, she's eating. She's eating. Or you can say they are eating, maybe. But the other ones, no, right? So she's eating. That's good. She's eating. That's amazing. Also, 9, the ducks are sleeping. That's good, right? They are sleeping, right? Perfect. And the last one, he's climbing the tree. You can say that. He is climbing. That's perfect. And Mr. Osmin says, the girls, okay, you can say the girls are seeing the roses. I guess it sounds better if you use look at, Mr. Osmin. So maybe the girls are looking at the roses. Maybe that would be better, right? Okay. What about the other ones? Mr. Mario Chavarria, do you have another one? No? Another option? They are watching the flowers. Remember, you're going to use watch when you watch a movie or something in movement, right? And in that case, you're going to use watch. So I guess it sounds better if you use look at. So in this case, so she's looking at the flowers, or they are looking at the flowers, right? So in that case, I guess it is better if you use look at, right? So later we're going to start it. I will share some information with you. Information user. Yes, Mr. Mark, tell me. I will share information. Look at, yes. Yes, the flowers. I will share some information about that. The difference between look at, watch, and also see, because sometimes we get confused using those verbs, right? But that's okay. Nice. Perfect. I don't know if you have questions. No? Is everything clear about this? Tell me, Mr. The number 1? In the number. Yeah, you can say driving because he's doing that action, or maybe you can say he's cutting, maybe he's cutting the grass. Also, you can use that one if you want, right? He is cutting the grass, right? Or he is driving. You can use that, okay? So nice. That's amazing, guys. Perfect. So let's continue.
Okay.
Nice. Let's continue with simple past. There you have the affirmative form, subject plus the verb plus the complement. Examples. My teacher went to school yesterday, right? So, remember that when you're using the simple past, you can have regular verbs and irregular verbs, right? So, in this case, you have an irregular one. Go, went, right? So, my teacher went to school yesterday. Or you can say, they played tennis last week also, right? They played tennis last week. So, this is a regular one. Remember the three pronunciations that you have here, right? Played, watched, right? You can have the T sound at the end, or visit, visited, right? So that is an affirmative one. What about a negative? Subject plus did plus not. Remember that did is the auxiliary for the simple past. So, not, verb, and complement. Examples. Peter did not go to school yesterday. That's an example, right? So here you have the subject, Peter, right? Then you have did, that is the auxiliary, the word not, right? And the verb in the base form because you're using the auxiliary did here. So, Peter did not go to school yesterday. Or you can say, Peter didn't go to school yesterday. Or this one, we didn't eat pupusas this morning. That's another negative one, right? What about just no questions? Did plus the subject plus verb plus the complement and question mark. Examples. Did you work yesterday? This is a just no question, right? So, did you work yesterday? First, you were going to have here the auxiliary in past, did, the subject, and then the verb. Did you work yesterday? And question mark. So you can say yes, I did, or no, I did not, or I didn't, if we want to answer in that case. So, did you work yesterday? Yes, I did, or no, I did not. Also, we can have WH questions. For example, the WH word first, which, when, how, etc., right? And also the subject of that sentence, the verb in the base form, because you're using the auxiliary did here, and also the complement and the question mark. So, where did you go last Monday? The answer, I went to San Salvador last Monday. So there you have this. Where did you go last Monday? I went to San Salvador last Monday. That would be the answer, the complete answer for that one, right? So, questions? No? You know this, the simple past, right? So I guess you don't have questions about it. So, let's do an activity. I will show you a verb and you have to tell me the simple past of the verb, right? Let's do this. For example, eat. Which could be the simple past of this verb? In past? Which could be? Do you remember? 8. Excellent. Eat, ate. Perfect. I ate pupusas yesterday, for example, right? Perfect. What about this one? Go. Past, go. What is the simple past of go? Yes? Went. Excellent. Go, went. I went to school yesterday, for example, right? What about come? Come. Simple past. Come. Which could be? Come. Came. Came. Excellent. That's came. An irregular one. What about right? Right. In past? Right. No? Which should be right? Wrote. Excellent, Mr. Jordi. That is wrote. Right. What about sleep? Sleep. In past? Sleep. Do you remember? Sleep. No? Slept. Excellent, Mr. Jordi. That's slept. Okay. So, guys, I just want you to study again or to review the verbs in past, because in the next class we're going to make an exercise about the simple past. We're going to make a review about that. So please study the simple past of irregular verbs and also the simple past of regular verbs. Okay, so for the next class we're going to study or to practice a little bit about the simple past, and then we're going to start with a new topic. Okay, so please study the correct pronunciation of the simple past of the, we can say, the regular verbs, the 3 different pronunciations, and also study the irregular ones, the ones that you have to change then, right? I don't know if you have questions or is everything clear? ¿Tienen preguntas? ¿No? Estudien, practiquen los verbos que ustedes conocen, el vocabulario, y vayan formando ideas, oraciones, etcétera, y así van a poder irse comunicando más en inglés, ¿verdad? Así que, jóvenes, practiquen, sigan estudiando, estudien los verbos también, como les dije, en pasado, porque en la próxima clase vamos a hacer algunas actividades utilizando el pasado, ¿verdad? Y como siempre, el presente simple, que es básico, base, que tienen que saberlo también, los auxiliares que utilicen, etcétera. Así que practiquen mucho, jóvenes, porque en este nivel vamos a ver temas un poco más complejos, bastante complejos, en los cuales vamos a necesitar todas las bases de los ciclos anteriores. Así que practiquen mucho, ¿ok? So guys, if you don't have questions, see you next class and have a nice day. Take care a lot and bye bye. See you next class, guys.
Take care.
Take care. Goodbye. See you. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
Take care. Bye bye.